Chapter 17 Miscellaneous 96 Application of other laws not barred. The provisions of this Act shall be in addition to, and not in derogation of, the provisions of any other law for the time being in force. 97. Protection of action taken in good faith. No suit, prosecution, or other legal proceeding shall lie against the appropriate government or any officer of the appropriate government or any officer or employee of the Chief Commissioner or the State Commissioner for anything which is in good faith done or intended to be done under this Act or the rules made thereunder. "98. Power to remove difficulties. If any difficulty arises in giving effect to the provisions of this Act, the central government may, by order published in the official gazette, make such provisions or give such directions not inconsistent with the provision of this Act as may appear to it to be necessary or expedient for removing the difficulty, provided that no such order shall be made under this section after the expiry of the period of 2 years from the date of commencement of this Act. Every order made under this section shall be laid as soon as may be after it is made before each House of Parliament. "99. Power to amend schedule. On the recommendations made by the appropriate government or otherwise, if the central government is satisfied that it is necessary or expedient to do so, it may by notification amend the schedule, and any such notification being issued, the schedule shall be deemed to have been amended accordingly. Every such notification shall, as soon as possible after it is issued, shall be laid before each House of Parliament. 100. Power of central government to make rules. The central government may, subject to the condition of previous publication, by notification make rules for carrying out the provisions of this Act. In particular, and without prejudice to the generality of the foregoing power, such rules may provide for all or any of the following matters, namely: the manner of constituting the Committee for Research on Disability under subsection 2 of section 6. The manner of notifying the Equal Opportunity Policy under subsection 1 of section 21. The form and manner of maintaining records by every establishment under subsection 1 of section 22. The manner of maintenance of register of complaints by grievance redressal officer under subsection 3 of section 23. The manner of furnishing information and return by establishment to the Special Employment Exchange under section 36. The composition of the Assessment Board under subsection 2 and manner of assessment to be made by the Assessment Board under subsection 3 of section 38. Rules for person with disabilities laying down the standards of accessibility under section 40. The manner of application for issuance of certificate of disability under subsection 1 and form of certificate of disability under subsection 2 of section 58. The allowances to be paid to nominated members of the Central Advisory Board under subsection 6 of section 61. The rules of procedure for transaction of business in the meetings of the Central Advisory Board under section 64. The salaries and allowances and other conditions of services of Chief Commissioner and Commissioners under subsection 4 of section 74. The salaries and allowances and conditions of services of officers and staff of the Chief Commissioner under subsection 7 of section 74. The composition and manner of appointment of experts in the Advisory Committee under subsection 8 of section 74. The form, manner and content of annual report to be prepared and submitted by the Chief Commissioner under subsection 3 of section 78. The procedure, manner of utilization and management of the fund under subsection 2 of section 86 and the form for preparation of accounts of fund under subsection 1 of section 87. Every rule made under this Act shall be laid as soon as may be after it is made before each House of Parliament where it is in session, for a total period of 30 days, which may be comprised in one session or in 2 or more successive sessions, and if, before the expiry of the session immediately following the session or the successive sessions aforesaid, both Houses agree in making any modification in the rule, or both Houses agree that the rule shall not be made, The rule shall thereafter have effect only in such modified form or be of no effect as the case may be. So, however, that any such modification or annulment shall be without prejudice to the validity of anything previously done under that rule. 101. Power of state government to make rules. The state government may, subject to the condition of previous publication, by notification, make rules for carrying out the provisions of this Act, not later than 6 months from the date of commencement of this Act. In particular, and without prejudice to the generality of foregoing powers, such rules may provide for all or any of the following matters, namely, the manner of constituting the Committee for Research on Disability under subsection 2 of Section 5. The manner of providing support of a limited guardian under subsection 1 of Section 14. The form and manner of making an application for certificate of registration under subsection 1 of Section 51. The facilities to be provided and standards to be met by institutions for grant of certificate of registration under subsection 3 of Section 51. The validity of certificate of registration, the form of, and conditions attached to certificate of registration under subsection 4 of Section 51. The period of disposal of application for certificate of registration under subsection 7 of Section 51. The period within which an appeal to be made under subsection 1 of Section 53. The time and manner of appealing against the order of certifying authority under subsection 1 and manner of disposal of such appeal under subsection 2 of Section 59. The allowances to be paid to nominated members of the State Advisory Board under subsection 6 of Section 67. The rules of procedure for transaction of business in the meetings of the State Advisory Board under Section 70. The composition and functions of District Level Committee under Section 72. Salaries, allowances and other conditions of services of the State Commissioner under subsection 3 of Section 79. The salaries, allowances and conditions of services of officers and staff of the State Commissioner under subsection 3 of Section 79. The composition and manner of appointment of experts in the advisory committee under subsection 7 of section 79. The form, manner and content of annual and special reports to be prepared and submitted by the State Commissioner under subsection 3 of section 83. The fee or remuneration to be paid to the Special Public Prosecutor under subsection 2 of section 85. The manner of constitution of state fund for persons with disabilities under subsection 1 and the manner of utilization and management of state fund under subsection 2 of section 88. The form for preparation of accounts of the state fund for persons with disabilities under subsection 3 of section 88. Every rule made by the state government under this Act shall be laid as soon as may be after it is made before each house of the state legislature, where it consists of 2 houses, or where such state legislatures consist of 1 house before that house. (102) Repeal and savings. The Persons with Disabilities Equal Opportunity Protection of Rights and Full Participation Act 1995 is hereby repealed. Notwithstanding the repeal of the said Act, anything done or any action taken under the said Act shall be deemed to have been done or taken under the corresponding provisions of this Act.